is Stephanie Clausen and this is Hannah Flowers. And we are reviewing today harp scenes in historical dramas.
And we have our tea. That was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
Where do we start? The old wrong shoulder.
Wrong shoulder.
Do you know what's actually really bugging me in this scene? Is the state of her pedals. Well, if you notice,
That one is entirely up and this one's halfway.
you only flip the pedals up when you're moving your harp.
But it's not really a problem because she's not actually playing any notes. Her fingers do not. Do they even touch the strings?
Can you hear it?
Mm.
More tea? Thank you. It's a fine day we're having, is it not?
Slightly gloomy.
Must that thing go exactly there, Henrietta?
Isn't it splendid, Mama?
That
It will
thing.
sound very well with the pianoforte. Don't you think, Anne?
What was wrong with my old spinet, I'd like to know?
Is it a Wurlitzer or is it some Please tell us in the comments if you know what kind of historical harp this is. Oh. Ooh, she's so high up on the string.
It is slightly painful to watch, but I really love how accurate her rhythm is.
That's true, and the thirds that she was playing were really
In time.
in time.
She tried. She made an effort. If you were in the room, you would hear her notes.
It would be so quiet, you would hardly hear it.
You can see there's not any actual
Especially
string.
those chords, like, you would hear.
She's like, I'm not
Oh,
sure how
sure
that was.
What do you think of her music stand being on the other side? Unfortunate.
But we could also say that since she's new to the harp, she doesn't know which side the stand ought to go on. Disclaimer that we're not promoting or really commenting on the content of any of these
Yeah.
movies. We are here for the harps.
Oh!
I love you.
Ooh!
Very romantic,
Very romantic. I want a man to slip me love notes through my harp strings.
but not while I'm
No.
practicing. Yes. He corrects her hand position and then gives her the note that she instantly needs
Yes.
to.
Her mouth is very close to her strings.
She's actually plucking the strings, which I applaud.
And those strings are very loose.
The strings bend
Yeah.
if you put a lot of force on them, but she's not putting that much force on them, and they are bending so far. I'm wondering if perhaps just didn't bother to tune it, and these strings are
Tuned
just...
down. It would sound terrible.
This next clip is from Outlander. I am wearing my plaid in honor.
I don't understand a word. It's so beautiful.
So what time period is this supposed to be?
I will double check.
Okay, he would not be playing that kind of harp. Very cute, but it's confused.
I want
It's
one.
confused because first of all, see here, like this harp has bridge pins, which wire-strung harps do not. I also noticed it has little holes in the soundboard. It's trying to look ancient. The clarsach, which is the Scottish word for harp,
Still is.
yes, it still is, and the Irish word, but spelled differently, was exclusively wire-strung, made with the fingernails, played on the left shoulder. In 1792, all these harpers came to Belfast for this 4-day conference, and it was documented, so we know exactly what the harps were at that stage. The wire-strung harps were quite large. Like, if you look at the Brian Boru harp, it is like chunky. The nylon-strung harp did not come about until the early 1800s, like 1819, so not historically accurate, but it looks good. And he's a great musician, obviously, just not a harpist.
Mary Crawford, who is the villainess, wants her harp, and there are no carts available because it's farming season, but she insists upon having it transported. And Jane Austen definitely is frowning and not portraying this as a good thing. I can kind of understand.
I've seen
Yes!
Oh,
Isn't that terrifying?
wouldn't there have been better ways to strap it on the cart?
Horrifying.
Yeah, you should at least put it on its side and try to do that.
Absolutely not.
No. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
What do you think?
Where to start? The curled fingers in the left hand. I mean, she was playing in time.
Yes, the rhythm again.
The rhythm was there, but the whole claw. It's like the monster thing.
Everybody
It's
does
very
it.
common.
If you have a teacher, they will immediately correct this behavior.
Thumbs up.
She's not applying enough pressure to the strings to actually get the sound that we're hearing.
And she's kind of like stroking the string with her.
Also, in this section, you wouldn't be doing it with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Close things, you can close your eyes and play by feel. But when you are jumping,
Spread out.
strings all feel the same.
People have come up to me to say, when do you get rid of the red and the black strings?
We don't.
We don't.
It would be like trying to play a piano where all the notes are white.
And they're not different shapes either.
Mary Crawford does not receive our stamp of approval. We do not send regards to her mother.
No, indeed.
I was fascinated by Miss Dartle and the strange hold she had over Steerforth.
That's how men look at us. A little disturbing.
I mean, depending on who it is. Sometimes it's the little boy who's standing
Then
right
it's
there,
cute.
and he's...
Now she looks like she's playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think
Not
that she's a harpist.
very advanced. Her left hand especially, you can tell she doesn't have the dexterity.
I had the exact same impression that she has learned to play. Maybe she had previous harp experience.
Because her right hand looks quite good from what we can see of it.
She definitely didn't record this, though there was a professional who did
Yeah.
this, because there's just some fluidity in the sound.
And strength
Mhm,
behind
mhm.
it that you don't see.
Whoever this actress is did a fantastic
Kudos to
job.
her.
I think
Yeah.
it's great.
Come, Rosa. From now on, we shall love each other very much.
You played harp for me, you must love me. In the 70s, 1870s.
When my dream of life from morn till night was love, still love. New hope may bloom and days may come of milder, calmer beam.
Her fingers are just going through the strings. I appreciate that she's actually touching the strings.
She looks good.
She does.
She does look good.
She fakes playing
Yeah.
beautifully.
They needed to have trimmed the strings at the
Yes.
top.
Yes.
One thing if you like just replaced a string and you like maybe couldn't, were at a gig and didn't have the scissors.
It's a modern
Yeah.
aesthetic to cut them. Because I've seen pictures of harpists from previous eras, and I always felt like their harps do look a little bit unkempt.
Can we also talk about the size of her pedal harp here? It's very small. It's a very narrow soundboard, but it looks quite comfortable to play. I don't know. I'm of smaller stature. And Stephanie, we're sitting down. You can't tell, but I quite like it. I quite like playing harps that are a bit more diminutive.
Comment if you know what kind of harp this is.
Yeah.
This movie is a parody, it's a British comedy.
Sounds like the Beatles or something. Yeah.
Maybe that's what they were going
early
for.
rock and roll. That is ridiculous. I mean, it sounds kind of fun for the actors to sit there and like lead this like random sing along.
It does, yes.
With this beautiful instrument.
On the wrong side.
On the wrong side. There's only one shoulder to play it on. Not actually plucking the notes. I'm sure if people are horseback riding in a film, they get in like a horseback riding instructor.
Seems like a safety
issue.
Safety issue. There aren't as many safety issues with harps.
I am going to play the harp.
Yes, it's an upward arpeggio and she's doing a downward glissando.
Thank you.
Okay.
Her hand position, you're hearing some, and you're seeing this.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
I was gonna say that I had never seen or heard of somebody actually getting hit in the face.
I've cut my forehead on a baseball.
Oh, because you were just standing next to the harp?
Because I was trying to move the harp.
Yeah, I was just resting my hand here. It's been healing for the last 2 weeks.
Playing the harp is a dangerous occupation.
I feel like they break just as frequently when I'm not playing them as when I am playing them. It's more likely that I will be reading a book about to fall asleep and I'll just hear this violent crack.
Like a gunshot.
Oh, there goes $30.
Harp.com, here's my card. Can we comment? It would not have that metallic sound.
It's like a sharper, plinky when the high winds break.
Yeah.
Listen to this comment.
You have to keep your strings lubricated.
No.
But
what?
Violinists occasionally have gut strings. It appears that a product exists for modern gut string players, and so I wondered if harpists have ever done something like that historically.
Even if they did, it probably wouldn't stop your strings from breaking. And don't leave your harps by wood-burning fireplaces.
I have done it for music videos, but I don't leave them there.
We shall be reviewing 3 scenes.
3
from Bridgerton.
3 harp scenes. We should have a snack first. Oh, it's on the wrong shoulder too.
How come I never noticed these things? It's so funny. Oh my goodness. He's like headbanging at the end. I love it. He's certainly a character.
Yes.
The harp is a wonderful instrument, my lord, teaching one patience, strength, and an appreciation for beauty, of course.
Oh wait, we have to go through these.
I agree with the patience 100%.
Yes.
You do need to carry your harp around, which is not an easy task.
You have to build the strength.
Yeah. An appreciation for beauty.
Anything can teach you an appreciation for beauty, I would say.
Yeah. His response.
Do you read?
Books.
I think that's interesting because Regency ladies often played the harp and it was to make them more marriageable, not necessarily because they loved music. That's a commentary on the times.
This is a pop song?
It is. Wrecking Ball?
Is it Wrecking Ball? Oh, it's turning.
Yes.
Just keep looking at me.
I think she's a real harpist.
Oh, yeah. With actual music.
Nice.
Lovely.
Yes.
A+. A+. Bravo, Bridgerton.
Her hand position.
Her nice arm raises with her left hand after the chords.
Yes, she's
beautiful.
I think that would be the most fantastic gig to dress up as a Regency harpist
In a
and
movie.
play on the movie set, to be on a turning platform.
So cool. Slow turn.
Slow.
Yeah, very, very slow. Like one of those things on playgrounds.
The harp plays a really minor role in this, but I did identify with the harpist here, so I wanted to include it. Yeah. You can hear the harp. Oh, there we go. You can see him playing.
Beautiful instrument.
Yes. He's just sitting there.
Hanging out, like most harpists.
That's why I wanted to include this, actually, because so much of being a harpist in an orchestra,
Sitting around.
sometimes you're just not in the piece, but sometimes you have one giant arpeggio and you're just counting.
You have to pay attention. And then when the conductor, gets like 2 measures before your entrance, and then he stops like, oh, let's go back. Excuse me.
You get the best seat in the house.
You do.
You're on stage listening. But it can be a lot in rehearsal. He was clearly a real harpist.
Good note to end on.
Those are our historical scenes. Questionable accuracy.
Delightful settings and costumes.
Yes.
Take suggestions.
TV shows, anime,
Fantasy,
kids shows.
sci-fi.
Thank you for watching. We'll
Yeah,
see you next time.
Bye. Strength.
Perseverance.
Patience.
Attention to detail. Better math skills.
Oh.
Calluses. And we only have them in December.
Yeah.
I do. Only in December.
The ability to move large pieces of furniture. In heels. And long skirts. Oh my goodness.
All right. That was fun.
That was very fun.